The Biden administration has doubled Taiwan's support for its democratic process, and will serve as a bell of its creeping effect on Taiwan, which China claims as the territory of China on the island. A senior connection of Taiwan has recently warned that the elections on Saturday will be an election between peace and war. The election results will have fluctuations on geopolitical and global trade. Depending on results, they can trigger an increase in the Chinese military activities of island and its surrounding area. The White House is preparing for several different results. When we enter higher tension period, there is always unexpected situation conversations in the U.S. government, a senior management official said on briefing with journalists late on Wednesday.Said. Authorized. I do not want to go into details on this issue. But of course, we must be prepared and think in any possibility. From the answer to a higher result varies, said. The White House insists that the U.S. has not approved any of the first three candidates. The senior management official will go Taipei, capital Taiwan, Taipei, capital of Taiwan, to strengthen an official delegation Americans.not and trying shaperoot in different ways. Lai Ching-Te, a candidate for Democratic Progressive Party in task, is seen as possibility of maintaining status quo in relations with China and United States. And Beijing is at least a favorite choice. Opposition candidate Hou Yuh, the mainland with the closer relations with China, expressed clarity. A third candidate is a former mayor of Taipei, who positions himself in pragmatist and moderately Taiwan. The Chinese government by disinformation campaigns, cyber attacks and economic coercion efforts to influence the election efforts. The cautious challenging message from Washington in Taiwan is following two-day meetings between the Pentagon and the Chinese Ministry of Defense on January 89. Jon Finer, Deputy National Security Advisor, met with Chinese colleague on Wednesday to emphasize the U.S.'s peace and stability commitment in the Taiwan Strait, as well as other issues. These meetings are built on one tune with President Joe Biden's Chinese President Xi Jinping in San Francisco, which aims to end the bitter freezing that characterized the last U.S.-China relations. At November summit, Xi clearly stated that he plans to reunite Taiwan with the Chinese mainland and would not exclude military power to do so. In meetings held at the beginning of this week, China asked United States to stop arming Taiwan and oppose Taiwan's independence. The U.S. regularly sends millions of dollars to Taiwan, including a package of $300 million, which triggers Chinese sanctions against U.S. companies. Taiwan is an important part of global supply chains. Sin also canceled the tax privileges for certain imports to Taiwan, claiming that the island had violated some of its trade agreements, and only one day before Taiwan's elections, an investigation Hou